I'm gonna do some exercise at home today before I start working. So I'm gonna do some strength training. I like to do the Apple Fitness strength training classes, and then I'll do some stationary bike. I might divide those up, so I might actually do just strength training this morning, and then I will do the stationary bike later on after I finish working later in the afternoon. I just wanted to tell you, yesterday I had a one-on-one session with Aimee Raupp. So if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you will know who Aimee Raupp is. She's an expert in the fertility space. She's like a fertility detective. She's a best-selling author. She wrote Yes, You Can Get Pregnant and the Egg Quality Diet. I have done the Egg Quality Diet and also read all of her books. So the way you work with Aimee Raupp one-on-one is you buy a package of sessions, and it's very expensive. I had never done it before, but she had a client who got pregnant after her first 3 sessions, I think. And so she didn't need to finish the other 3. And she said, but I want to give them back to your community, to somebody who may need them. So she held a giveaway, and I entered the giveaway, and I won one of the sessions. They chose 3 different people. So I was very grateful. I got to do a one-on-one session with her, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it. Basically, she was amazing. So grateful that she chose me, and we just spent a lot of time talking about my history and all this stuff, and she was thinking that there might be like maybe an autoimmune component to my story, and just basically, what else? She wants me to try some herbs for my uterine lining, because she was a little bit concerned about my uterine lining, I think, because my periods are kind of light. So she's sending me some herbs, and then just like she wants me to work a lot on blood flow. She thought it might be good for me to do pelvic floor physical therapy. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try and see if my insurance will cover that. I need to figure out a story of some kind to get that covered. Not a fake story, but just like use some of my symptoms to, do my best to get that covered by my insurance. So, and then let's see what else. She also thinks that I could potentially, she says not that my estrogen is low, because it's not, but she thinks that I could potentially benefit from doing an estrogen patch for part of my cycle. Actually for the whole cycle, but like 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off, just to help really like get my follicle nice and juicy, and also to do like letrozole through my OBGYN, because my OBGYN has actually offered to prescribe letrozole for me. So she wants me to do all of that, and then she also wants me to do like an immune protocol in my luteal phase when we're trying naturally. So I would do baby aspirin, and then you do like a antihistamine, I think in the morning, or an antacid in the morning, and then antihistamine at night. I can't remember. It's like but it's those 3 things. It's baby aspirin, antihistamine, and antacid. So it's, I believe, I can't remember what the antihistamine is, but the antacid is famotidine. I'll pop up whatever the antihistamine is called. And then famotidine is I don't know if I'm saying that right, is the antacid. And those are supposed to help temper the immune system, because sometimes women's overactive immune systems can attack a potential embryo. So she just wants me to try those things in the luteal phase. So I'm going to be doing that. There's other stuff that we talked about. I mean, we were talking for like an hour. So I'm so grateful that because first of all, the session was supposed to be half an hour. I can't believe she even chose me to begin with, but then she spent like an hour talking with me. So I'm so grateful to her. She is honestly so amazing. I'll just like pull up my notes to see if I can remember. I'm just putting on, this is Merit, the uniform. It's a tinted SPF, so I use this every day just as my base. It's honestly, I love this product. I will keep purchasing it again and again, because it's just like so perfect. It gives you just a little bit of coverage, but it still looks like your natural skin, and it's protecting you from the sun. So this is like my ideal thing, because I hate like a cakey makeup look. Okay, so also another thing that she said, and this I can't really share yet, but I'm gonna share as much as I can. So basically there's another aspect of our fertility that has been like a potential bottleneck that has been keeping us from getting pregnant. And that's the thing that I was telling you in my past vlogs that we have been focusing our attentions on, and she thinks that that could potentially be the reason why we've never gotten pregnant. So the fact that we have taken steps to fix that, and then hopefully that'll just be it. So we'll see about that. Okay, now I'm applying Merit Flesh Balm in Mood. I don't know if they make this one anymore. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's like very, I don't know, it's very crimson. It settles down to a nice color, but I think I would like something a little more pinky for my skin tone. I got influenced by Bethany Ciatola on this, but she has very different coloring than mine. We're both cool tone, but she's different, darker complexion. I'm like I'm a soft summer, so I'm cool toned. And I don't know what Bethany is. She's cool toned, probably. I guess that's winter. anyway, I just want to go to my notes so that I can tell you guys. So yeah, the estrogen patch, she wants me to try like an ovarian meditation, and then like if the thing that we have been working on doesn't work, IUI could be good for us. And then she's gonna send me some herbs too. And that's basically it, I think. So I think I did cover everything. That was my session with Aimee. She's gonna email me in a couple of days with all of her recommendations. So I'm looking forward to receiving that email. Oh, that's it for now. Hey guys, it's later today. I worked and then I went on the bike for a little bit to close all my rings and everything, reach my activity goal on the Aura ring, and I just wanted to update you on my cycle. So you guys know that I told you I had some acute stress a few weeks ago. My body was gearing up for ovulation, and I had those days of acute stress. So that was like around March 16th, 17th. Then, so my hormones were starting to rise, and then they kind of bottomed out with the stress. I knew that my estrogen wasn't super low because I wasn't having any symptoms of low estrogen. And so anyway, a few days ago, started measuring again because I started noticing fertile cervical mucus. So I started measuring my hormones again. They started to rise again. So today my estrogen's at 141.9, my LH was at 9.8, and my progesterone was at 2.6. So that's good. It's looking like ovulation is going to happen. I hope that it does. My estrogen is high enough to trigger LH, so it should happen. I mean, there's no reason that it shouldn't. So just wanted to give you that little update. And then also I wanted to show you guys also the ways that I do a glow up. Fertility-friendly ways that I do glow up. So this you can use in the follicular phase, not in the luteal phase if you're trying to get pregnant. But I have been using this laser hair removal device just because, like, for my bikini area and for my underarms, so that this summer, because I have this really big issue with razor burn. So I have been doing this, and it's been like really minimizing. It doesn't completely get rid of the hair, but it makes it so that your shaves last a lot longer, the hair goes in way thinner and like way less dense. And then also you don't have to shave like nearly as much, and you don't get razor burn. So that's really, really awesome. And I've been loving that, and I'm gonna do that today. And then I'm gonna show you guys like my self-tanning routine. So I have this self-tanner. It's Beauty by Earth, and I really, like, I have some on already, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more today because it's not really wearing off yet, but I missed some parts, and anyway, I just want to add like a second coat. And then also I'm going to whiten my teeth. So this is fertility-friendly, non-toxic. It's not using any artificial fragrance ingredients, so this is really good. And for teeth whitening, I'm gonna be using these Lumina. These are enamel safe and non-toxic, so I'm gonna be using those. And then you guys know, like, I do my nails. I just did them. I'm gonna put like all the products that I'm using down below. Right now I'm using nail polishes that are not totally non-toxic, but they're low toxin. And I only do it like every couple of weeks, so I don't know. I feel like it's fine. It's one area where I compromise a little bit. I like having long nails, and I'm just allowing myself to have that pleasure. And then my hair, I'm gonna wash tonight, and I'm going to put in some blue shampoo to tone it so that it's cooler. I have cooler toned skin. When I put the self-tanner on, it's actually not cooler toned my skin, but anyway, naturally I'm a cooler tone, and so I like to cool down my blonde so it doesn't get super yellow and brassy. So I'm using a purple shampoo that I'll show you. This is my purple shampoo that I use. It's Inner Sense Bright Balance. So let's go ahead and do all of these things. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Okay, I'm out of the shower. Now I just need to brush my hair and moisturize. First, I'm going to use La Roche-Posay Triple Repair Moisturizing Cream. This is a pretty thick one to really moisturize my skin really well. And then on my knees and my elbows and my feet, I'm going to put this Honest Treat Healing Head to Toe Ointment. This is thick. It's like an Aquaphor, but it's not made with bad ingredients like Aquaphor is. So this will prevent the tan from like getting extra dark on the areas where you don't want that to happen, like your elbows, your knees, and your feet. So it's like one of my best self-tan tricks. And then we will apply the self-tan. I applied the lotion and the ointment, and now I'm just going to, I realized that I need to do the laser hair removal before I apply my self-tanner. Timer just went off to take a high teeth whitening things. Nice and white. They work pretty well. Honestly, I like the last brand that I had more. They're called InnoPro. And they, like, when you put them, they're dark green, so when you put them on, it looks like you have no teeth. But, and so that's a drawback, but I think they work a little better than these ones. So I'll link those ones below. I'll link these ones and the other ones. But I would recommend the InnoPro ones. Now I'm going to do my bikini area. Now let's go ahead and do the self-tanning. So I've gotten dressed, and now I'm gonna do a red light therapy mask while I cook. So this is, it has like a little control on it, so I'm gonna put this in my pocket and I can move around while I do this. And I'm gonna link all of this stuff in the description below for you guys in case you are interested in any of this stuff. Okay, I quite like this mask. You have to be really consistent with it though. This is not the most powerful one I've ever felt. My parents also have a Soluma, and I feel like that's a lot stronger than this one. But this is like at an affordable price point, so I really like this one. And I can put my glasses on and I can do things while I'm using it. So there we go. I'm gonna go cook now. Hey guys, it is the next day. I realized that when I talked about my session with Aimee Raupp, I didn't talk, like, some of you are going to be wondering if she had any comments about like my ovarian function and that sort of thing. Our focus was mainly on trying to get me pregnant. It was not so much on the ovarian function aspect because she's not really concerned with my ovarian function. She's like, your ovaries work, your estrogen looks fine. Her main concerns with me were my uterine lining and the fact that I haven't gotten pregnant. So that's kind of what we more focused on. So it wasn't so much like the POI/DOR and all. She doesn't really care what your AMH is. If you're ovulating, that's it. One of the things that she said to me was like, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. And I was like, yeah, that's so true. You know, if I didn't know, it wouldn't be an issue, essentially is what she meant. It wouldn't be an issue because I'm ovulating. So it doesn't really matter. And that was kind of her point with what she was saying. She likes to focus more on egg quality rather than egg quantity. And anyway, POI and DOR are poorly understood. We still don't even really know if the ovarian reserve is completely finite, which I've told you guys my beliefs about this on my channel before, that I don't really believe it's completely finite. I believe there is some wiggle room. I know that some of you might not agree with that, and I know that some people might be angry that I'm saying that on my channel, but I'm entitled to my own. And that's just what I believe. So essentially, that's what she had to say about my ovarian function. I did my self-tanning, so I'm all nice and tan. I don't know if it's coming out on the camera very well, but so my legs are all nice and tan. And, you know, I'm all nice and tanned. I really like that self-tanner. It's like this really nice natural color. It's not orange at all, and I love that it's clean and fertility safe. And all of the stuff that I used in this video was fertility friendly and low or non-toxic. So I will link everything in the description for you guys below. And that's it for this vlog, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. I'm sharing all about our fertility journey, and I'll share all the updates that I have for you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.